If you were to walk up to me today and ask me what's the number one advice I would give every entrepreneur out there who's trying to grow their business leveraging social media, it's to focus on lead generation. So if you've been hanging out with me for a while, you know that I'm all about generating high quality leads online. Now why? Because it is what will actually help you grow your business. The front end aspects of social media, like posting content, dancing in reels, being active, it is super important, but it's not important if you aren't actually generating leads and sales from it. So what I mean by leads are those prospective people who could eventually turn into paying clients or customers. So how do you generate high quality leads online if I'm not talking about the content that you're posting on social media? So I do that through one thing and one thing only, something called a lead magnet. So if you don't know what that is, let me just refresh your mind real quick. So a lead magnet is something that you give away for free in exchange for someone's contact information, like their name and email. Now, once you collect that person's contact information, you can then move that person through a very specific customer sales funnel. And if your conversion rates are really high, and if you focus on that relationship building side of things, they will turn into paying clients or customers. A lot of people, when they try to generate leads online, they do those typical advertisements such as buy me, get this discount, sign up, you get this, do this, you get whatever free. Now those ads, the issue with them is people that are filling them out are typically price shopping. They'll fill out a lot of people's forms just because they're curious. They want to know a little bit more, but they're not necessarily interested in working with you. Now, when you use a lead magnet, you not only generate higher quality leads, but you actually hit people at a different stage within their customer journey. So that's why it's so important to pay extra attention to the freebies that you're giving out as lead magnets. Now, here is the tricky part with lead magnets though. Remember that these leads that are coming into your sphere, it's because of a freebie. So you are literally giving these things out for free simply to start that relationship building process. So when you are thinking about your lead magnet, you want to avoid falling into really these two traps. So first off, your lead magnet, it must be helpful enough that people want it, but it must not be too valuable that you're actually giving away everything that you know for free, that they don't actually end up needing to work with you. It must really be that perfect appetizer. It must be exciting enough to make people want more, but not satisfy them too much. There definitely is that fine line for sure. Now, to help you figure out the perfect lead magnet for your business, I'm going to break down 10 examples of lead magnets that you could try. Now, of course, not all 10 examples are going to be perfect for your business, but what I want you to do is to start to pay attention to the ideas that pop into your head as you are listening to me right now. It's really up to you to take that inspiration, create your lead magnet that will actually kick ass and attract the sort of leads that you want into your business to help your business thrive. The first and most common kind of lead magnet is an ebook. So ebooks are popular because they are relatively easy to make. I mean, you literally just have to write some words down onto a document and save it as a PDF. Now, my biggest piece of advice is to keep these ebooks short. Now, people do not want to read a novel, but what they do want is substance, and they want information when they're actually downloading an ebook. So here are some quick tips that I like to give with people who are focusing on ebooks for their lead magnet. The first thing that you need to do is pick a topic and a title. I know that may seem simple, but sometimes a great title can be the difference between a terrible lead magnet and a great one. So you need to pick a great title that really does three things. First off, the title must be in line with the interest of your target audience. If you are targeting young mothers who are looking for parenting advice, for example, you've got to work with a title that would arouse that interest for them. Now, secondly, it can't be something that just arouses their interest. It also must be something that actually is in line with your business offers. Don't write an ebook about cooking when your business is really about life coaching. And lastly, it must be something that you are knowledgeable about. This is your chance to write to your audience and to start to give back to them. But it's also your opportunity to position yourself as an expert. Another option is webinars. Now, I find webinars super fun, especially if you are doing them live. But you could also do pre-recorded webinars. So really, if you are needing to educate your audience about your offer, webinars work extremely well. They also have a great conversion rate from attendees to clients. With webinars, you just want to make sure that really it's not just a sales pitch. You want to make sure that you are providing value and a lot of education. So think of it as this high-level overview of what you're offering. And when people ask, well, how do you actually do that? That's where you and your offer come into play. Another option is a guide, which is essentially an ebook format, but the difference is the guide targets a very specific problem. While an ebook can just be generalized information, a guide is basically a collection of instructions to help people solve a particular problem. So for example, if you are a mortgage agent working with first-time homebuyers, let's say, you could give them a step-by-step guide on what to do to buy their first home. Another option that could be similar to webinars is offering a free training course session or even a masterclass if you're doing this online. So if you are in an industry that focuses on training people or coaching people on a very specific aspect, could you give away a session for free? These are typically longer than webinars and they provide a lot more value up front. That way, you let your prospective clients see what they are missing out on without giving away your entire value proposition. Another option that works incredibly well is a free trial. So everyone loves to try something before they actually buy it. So even when signing up for a service offered by giant corporations like Spotify or Apple Music, you still get offered a trial. Now, you may not be able to offer it on the same scale as those businesses. You can still do pretty well for yourself by providing potential clients with a trial of your service or your app or your offer, whatever it is. Let's say that you own a group personal training business, for an example. Could you give a free week trial to your sessions? When you do this, you're really doing two things. So first off, you're introducing them to your business and you're giving them an idea of the sort of quality that you have to offer. And you're also adding them to your email list and having them within your database. So if they are impressed by the entire experience, they will definitely be interested in actually becoming your clients. However, you do have to be careful with freebies like this. There has to be at least some level of a barrier to entry. You can't just give everything for free to every single person that walks in. Make sure you have some boundaries that you set. So find that balance of giving it for free and attracting the right people. Or another great example of this in the online world is, let's say, getting access to a book for free. All you do is ask them to cover for shipping and they can have the physical book for free. There are boundaries there. In some business, templates are a fantastic option. So can you use a specific template for a freebie if you have a specific template that you use in your business every day, or even something that you give to your clients? Maybe it's social media caption templates or a meal plan template. I love these ones because they solve a very specific problem. And the people who download it would also be very, very specific. Only those that actually need that template will sign up to get it. So for example, people won't just sign up to get a free financial template or a spreadsheet just because they can get that. Instead, they will sign up because they are actually interested in getting your template and starting to use it to, let's say, set a budget. This is how you can make sure that you are 100% attracting the right people into your business. And of course, when you market this to your target audience, you will always see a great back-end conversion because you are ultra specific on the front end. Another option is a checklist. So I know it may seem super simple, but checklists are becoming super popular in today's world. There are actually apps out there with has millions of people using them simply to create a checklist. So if you can make a great checklist that helps people organize their lives or achieve a specific result, then you've got a good lead magnet on your hand. For example, you can make a checklist like 100 things to figure out before your due date, or 20 things you must get done before launching your business. It just depends on your industry and the kind of value your business is offering. But if you use or you can align two things with your checklist, your business, and you're helping them, it's a fantastic lead magnet. Now, a completely different idea for you is leveraging groups. For example, there are a lot of Facebook groups that people join. So giving free access to a community can actually work as a lead magnet if you ask for their email before they're accepted into the group. So communities are super important in certain businesses where you can create this environment where people actually hang out, they actually ask questions, they share stories, they build that relationship. So think about what Facebook groups are you in and why? What are they giving you? Okay, 2 more for you. The second last one is a quiz. So quizzes are fun, they're interactive, and a fantastic way to collect data from your audience and learn even more about them. So right now, I am running a video quiz with a few clients of mine. So instead of actually writing out the questions, they watch a video for the question, and then they select their answer based on that specific need. So even short quizzes can be a great lead magnet. This doesn't work for all businesses, but if you need to ask your audience a bunch of questions before you can give them a solution, this one may be a perfect fit for you. And lastly, let's talk about calculators. Usually people see a calculator for the financial industry. So let's say mortgage agents for this example. Now this calculator is not the same calculator that you have on your phone to do math. It's something that will create a specific thing for them, such as how much they can afford for a house or how to set a budget based on your income. These are one of the more tricky ones to build out, but they are fantastic again because of how specific they are. Now, obviously, some lead magnets are easier to implement than others, but in my experience, anything that really offers value can be a lead magnet. Now, what to do personally and what I do personally to try to figure out what route to go down is to actually look within your business. Is there anything that you use daily for your clients? Any process that you follow, or tips or templates? Over time, you'll actually have a bunch of different lead magnets out there, not just one. But remember, the key to creating one that offers value, solves a problem, helps your audience achieve a quick win. But really, at the end of the day, it comes down to grabbing their contact information and start to put them through a relationship building process. When you do this, you are going to see a huge spike in the quality of leads when you actually implement this into your business. It's honestly pretty cool, and I hope I've given you some insights. But I know your mind is probably spinning with ideas right now, and you know I always like to make sure I tell you what to do next. So here it is for this week. I want to give you a little bit of homework. What I want you to do is write down all the ideas that you have right now, and then go on social media and ask your audience what one they would like you to create for them. Your audience will literally tell you everything that you need to know. And then all you do is you got to create it and share it. You don't need to overcomplicate it at this point. But as always, if you do need anything, if you have any questions, I'm always here. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye for now. Enjoy your day, guys.